Hey guys, how's it going? It's Alpha here. Thanks for joining me for another Puzzle and Dragons video. Today we're going to be hopping in some of the Challenge Descended dungeons from Challenge Descended number 9. I'm about partway through, and first, at the time I'm posting this, it's actually the final day of Challenge Descended, and I've been working on a couple things that I just wanted to show off for a quick second because I'm pretty darned happy with this skill up times 3. I finished my Zayrog Infinity, and just because I think she is rather cute and kind of looks like Bastet, I figured that I would give her a friend in this guy, Hephaestus? Hephaestus? I don't know. I'm horrible at pronouncing some of these. But I max leveled him as well, max skilled him rather. I'm excited to run some wacky jammer teams. Anyways, let's go ahead and hop into, let's see, challenge, Descended Challenge here. And we are at Soul Reaper No Recovery. So I'm going to be trying to tackle this with, hopefully I have the friends up. I didn't even think of that. Let's see, we're looking for a Kana. There's Elia, there's Rock. There we go, there's a Kana. Excellent. Let's see. There we go. That's going to be our team there. So Kana gives 1.5 hit points for Dragon type, 3.5 attack for God type. So all those cards are gods, and all of them but Light Metatron are dragons. So we're going to have a bunch of hit points. 43,000 hit points. And we're dealing with TPAs here. We want to be making TPAs. Probably could have saved those other lights. Yeah, I probably should have done that because that would have got us enough to make a TPA here instead of just a match. Let's see. I don't think this guy does too much. We got Cerberus here. Yeah, he'll hit for 4,000 and make some poison. Although I guess in a dungeon without recovery, you probably don't want to be matching up a bunch of poison. Let's see what we do here. I'm just going to try and... Oh, we left one jammer. You never want to leave one jammer. That's not a good idea. That's okay. I mean, one good thing we do have is a full board change with Apocalypse. So once Apocalypse is up and ready to rock, we really don't have to worry about these poisons. So we're just going to go ahead and take Cerberus out and take care to not match the poisons while doing so. All right. This is a bit of a different lead selection. I haven't really done much with Kana before, but I thought it would be a little fun. And let's see. I think we could just bust on through. What's defense here? Oh yeah. Okay, the defense isn't super high. It's the hit points that are high here. 300,000. All right. So let's just try to match up a bit. That was kind of ugly. Those darks bunched up on me. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Okay, good. Looking good here. Let's see. Under 75%, 70% chance he will whoop ya. Okay, do we want to use... Well, I guess we'll have to use an active if we don't generate enough to take him out. He doesn't have a lot of hit points, only 836,000. So if we can just kind of clear some stuff up, we should be able to generate some light orbs. Oops, I match those poison. I couldn't have done that cascade if I wanted to. That's okay, we got the hit points to spare. Let's see, I think we're good with just one TPA. I think that'll do it. Kana herself has 3. Apocalypse has 1. Raw Dragon has 2, I believe. Yeah, so we'd be pretty good just connecting a TPA here. Yeah, my matching is a little bit lazy at the moment. I've been playing quite a bit of Hephaestus, whatever this guy's name was. So I'm a little burned out from that. Um, okay, so I'm going to go ahead. That's why we brought our light Metatron to clear that up. And we'll just kind of match up a bit so we could hopefully set up a nice board. That was not a lot of matching up. We get hit for 18,000. All right, it's not that big of a deal. Under 50%, we get hit for 25,000. A little bit of a bigger deal. We got 1.5 million to worry about. uh, okay, at this point, we need to use an active here. So definitely not my strongest bit of combo magic here. I separated that at the last second, but I do think getting healed up is probably a little more important than getting another TPA because this guy's going to go down anyway. Okay, so now we've got Lucifer and mix some poison because he's being a little bit of a jerk. He would have tried to bind dark characters if we had any, which we do not. Let's see. There we go. At least we're getting some Skyfall love to help out with all this poor matching we're doing. Alright, so he skips his turn, then he would kill us here, so it looks like we're going to have to use our other Apocalypse, actually, which is kind of a bummer to do um, before we get to Mephisto. Yep, we don't have any other choice. Okay, this time I'll try and not leave. There we go. Wanted to make sure I didn't leave any hearts on the board that wouldn't be able to match up. All right, all right. A little bit better with the matching there. Still kind of getting warmed up to actually going for some decent combos here. Alright, so that was what? We blocked the blind. Let's see, we'll get hit for 12,000 after that, and we're looking at also getting a bind for 3 turns, so it's a good thing we've got our light Metatron up. Alright, let's see, we should get hit with that bind now. There we go. So we'll get rid of that. I think we'll go ahead and let's see, we get, yeah, he'll skip a turn after, let's go ahead and do that as well. And we should hopefully, oh, I forgot, these Apocalypse aren't even close to being skilled up. I forgot about that. So used to having guys that are on low skill cooldowns. Alright, let's see how we do with that. Oh, good. We generated some more light orbs. Oh, yeah, we'll be just fine. So he gives a 3 as if he's going to do a 3-turn countdown, and then he hits you afterwards. So just be aware. You would get hit for 65,000 if you stick around after that, so I would not recommend it. So we'll make sure that we don't do that. Definitely not too many time extends on the team. You could tell all my combos kind of get caught right in the middle, but it's enough to get the clear. So definitely not the strongest start to the Descended Challenge videos here. Let's hope we pick up the pace a bit in the next dungeon. And thank you to Jeremy for having a Kana up. I'm going to be back in 1 second, and we're going to hop right back in. Okay, guys, we are back, and kind of skipped a few levels here. I actually just went, I took a little break, had some dinner. My stamina turned out to be just kind of perfect to run a challenge dungeon and then hop into the experience boost Tama level that I had been kind of saving so I could do all these runs without using stones, and it left me that that little bit short. Um, and as a result, I had to use a stone, so I figured I might as well hop into one of the Legend Plus and at least use 99 stamina before I rank up. So hopefully the comboing will be a bit better than it was with Kana. We're going after the Divine Realm, so the God Rush here. And let's see. Let's kind of get dialed in for a quick moment here. We're going to have to match up everything now. We are using Rod Dragon. Come on, brain. Do not forget. Ooh. Thought I was going to cascade that heart. Did not do that effectively. Okay, let's see. Board looks good. I think she might have turned hearts into hearts on us. Um, Whew, just barely made it there. Okay. Now we should look good. Even though she's going to absorb the red, she should get knocked right on back down. Oh, I was wrong. That's a bummer. I don't know if we're going to have to stall this out. I kind of thought that that would take care of that. I don't know what happened there. I didn't do a red TPA or anything. Kind of curious. Do a little diagonal there to get some extra heart matching. Since we got hit with the gravity. Alright, looks like we're going to end up stalling a bit. Kind of thought that would work out. Okay, there we go. Let's give that another try here. Let's see what went wrong. Maybe if I had the red collie in the first position. Oh, that time it worked. Okay. Alright, so now we've got Athena. So the next couple stages, we get a status shield going up first turn, not preemptively, so it gives us a little bit of leeway with what we do here. So I'm going to match actually from the top down, just because we have. Let me just shut up and get it done. Did I do it? I didn't do it. Even with all those skyfalls, there we go. Whatever we needed, we finally got. That's why I should just, be quiet and combo a bit. Okay, so we'll get hit with a preemptive here, which we'll be able to tank. Shouldn't be a big deal. And we're gonna have the turn to heal up and be able to attack and heal here. We should be able to one-shot him, assuming. Did I get it all? Yeah, I got it all. Set up a little cascade on the greens, which of course leaves me short with greens on the board. Oh well. Okay, so now we're gonna have a random guy here. We could end up with Satan, Beelzebub, or Fatty Fats, and we get Satan. He's got a bunch of hit points, 6.66, and we have um, okay, 3 turns to take him out. Now at this point we are next stage is the final stage. So if we wanted to, we could use an active, but since we kind of get a moment to figure out what we're going to do, we'll just go ahead and take that. We could hope for a green Skyfall, which we don't get a Skyfall, but we do have a board we could activate on now. Let's see. So we're going to have to move quickly because we have the water, wood, pretty much just the water and wood orbs are kind of um, a little bit spaced out. So if I use, I think I'm going to use a water orb to move and look at putting the dark. I'm going to take this guy here. Um, yeah, I'm going to go over, then up, then make that vertical, then back through to put the dark on the bottom. Then since I'll push this heart over, I'm going to put the hearts down below. Then I'll go with the fire on top, and then I'll move up to um, the top and side to finish off and work my way back across. So let's see. Hopefully that'll work. If not, I think we get. He did one move. Yeah, so we'd be okay. All I had to do is slide over the water orbs. That's a bummer. I need an extra like half second there. I don't know if this is when he actually uses his move, but once again, we can activate here. Um, I'll just go ahead just in case it is when he uses his move. I don't know. I'll use Indra. So just kind of a little insurance there. Since we got a bunch of dark on the board, I'm going to use that to move. So I'll just grab this. I'm going to be putting the water down at the bottom. I'm going to pull over this wood and just set that down at the bottom so I kind of have those done. And then I'll put the fire up top. And we've got enough of the light and dark, and the hearts are pretty much already solved there. So let's go ahead and get to it. There we go. And that should finish the job right there. Now, the final stage, we have Zeus put up a combo shield, which doesn't really mean much to us since we are looking to make quite a few combos anyways. There we go. Okay. Let's study the board here. We can make light TPA. And we can make a bunch of TPAs really. Depends what we're looking to do here. There's Red Kali has a TPA, Dark Kali has a TPA, and Raw Dragon has some TPAs as well. Yeah, let's try and make a bunch of TPAs. Let's see what happens. Hopefully I can actually pull this off. I have not been playing fantastic today. I'm going to go dark TPA along the side here. I'm just going to lay flat this red TPA. I'm going to put the light TPA up towards the top and then work back over for the water and wood orbs. That's the plan at least, so let's see how it goes. Oh no! Okay, light TPA is out the window. We got two dark TPAs and red TPA. I think we'll be just fine. I don't think he has a bunch of hit points. Okay, so there goes uh, whatever Zeus that is. Zeus Stratios. All right, so we rank right up. Um, we're gonna go kind of back in time here, and let's see. We are looking for an awoken Thor friend. We're gonna go with Thoria, which is awoken Thor and Soraya. There's a Soraya. Tell me I've got an awoken Thor here. I think I do. Nope, nope, nope. Bunch of Raw Dragon. Some Mexus. Very impressive. That's Philip from Two Measly Gamers. He's got about everything in the game. Okay, let's make sure we get the right team here. There we go. So that's going to be our team to take on the Grimoires. We should be pretty good here. We get a little bit less orb changing, which of course we kind of need right off the bat. We've got 40,000 hit points. Let's go ahead and just use this. This is a row-based team. I actually want to kind of, there we go. That'll save a bunch of my light orbs. There we go. Let's pull this dungeon up. All right, all right. Get things going right here. Up next, we got these guys. Why you gotta do that, man? I'm gonna put the light row at the bottom because if I were to go the other way and use this to go down and then come up and through, I'm gonna be left with a jammer on the board. So I'm gonna move that all the way down to the bottom so I can try and match up as I go up and then get rid of all the jammers at once. Or I'll leave myself with two, just the right amount to be extremely annoying. Oh man. Did I get hit? Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's get back on track here. We're gonna get a fairy here. Is this guy still alive? That's okay. We're getting our skills back up. He's just gonna skip his turn anyways. So, I think we'll take advantage of that since we did use a skill. We'll just kind of match up a little bit. Just kill a few turns. There we go. Unnecessary skyfall using up my light orbs. Okay, so moving on, we got the fairies coming up now. And we get a green one. Doesn't really matter since we are unresisted as a light team. I don't think much is going to happen here. Something will get turned to wood. So we'll attack with a TPA. It's not going to be a very strong move, but that's okay. The standard attack on this team is not very strong. So as you can see there, it's much more so when you actually use a skill. Such as this, which I guess is kind of irresponsible usage of skill because this fairy is not exactly the most dangerous thing in the game, but that's okay. I think we'll be okay. Skill fall into a 7 combo. Gonna move on to these demons here. Oh! Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Okay. Now we'll move on to the demons. So these guys we're definitely going to use a skill on because they will either hit pretty hard or throw out some binds, and whatever they're looking to do, we're not interested in having them do. So we're going to go ahead and make sure we take them out. Nine combo ought to do it. Okay, so we're gonna move on. We've got what is it, like the blue elemental undying. We got a skill bind. And the reason I'm leading with Soraya instead of Thor is that that gives me 100% skill bind, and I knew we'd be dealing with that here. Um, let's see, are we able to kind of stall here a bit? Not really. We don't get hit too hard. I might try and stall here a bit. I want at least one orb changer up that is not Ilm or Soraya. So we're gonna hang out here, just kind of match up a bit, play a little bejeweled, as they say. Really, I don't really care what I attack as long as I clear enough orbs to generate the hearts I need, um, so I could heal up in between turns. And of course, we do have a recovery boost, so we're going to be able to heal quite a bit here. It's not like binds or anything, right? No. Just under 30% will get hit for 23,000. Rather not do that. Alright, how are we looking? Up in 2 turns, up in 4 turns. Alright. Just about done here, guys. Yeah, that works. I'll definitely get us healed up. I hope this doesn't push her into that damage zone. Of course it did. That's okay. We should be able to heal and get right back into the game here. There we go. That'll take care of that. We're getting skills back up. We are looking good. Okay, so now we got Michael here. He has a 4-turn status shield. Um, and his final attack would kill us um, if we don't take him out. So we're going to. You know, we're going to go ahead and we would get the leader bound for 4 turns. Um, yeah, we're gonna kind of play it safe here. So we're gonna kind of knowingly get bound here. I think we'll be okay though. Okay. I did not really mean to use up all those heart orbs. I mean, light orbs, unfortunately. That's okay. We will go ahead and just clear some stuff up. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully that'll be. It wasn't too high on the combos, but yeah, that's enough to break through. Excellent. Okay. that was kind of the plan there. Because if we used Dao Shuao and did not break through after using Dao Shuao and Thor, then we wouldn't have a means to generate the hearts and be able to get rid of that bind. So that was actually the safer play. Alrighty. So what we're going to do now is kill the boss, which is the blue Grimoire, Ars Paulina. So we have both our Saria and Elm actives, and after we use our final turn of boosted attack here, we've got another one waiting for us. So let's start off with Saria. Alright, so we got enough to make a row and a TPA. Six combo, nice. A nice Skyfall. It was actually a light Skyfall. Let's see how we do with that. Well, alrighty. We'll get an Aqua Evocation, and that's not really going to make much of a difference here because we're going to go right back at it. I'm just going to go ahead and make rows here. There we go. And that'll do it. A little bit of a long, windy way through the dungeon using one of those Awoken Norse teams. I guess it's my first time getting an Ars Paulina. Thank you to Chip and Dip for having the Woken Thor available. Okay, let's see. Final Flame Wielder, all attribute needed. So this one we're actually, we're going to rely on good old Shiva Dragon. We're just going to have to put in, let's see. We'll get Set in there. He's a red god with 3 TPAs. He doesn't have any rows. And he gives us a boost on our attack, which will be useful in the final stage. Well, maybe we'll need it. I don't know. Let's see. We're going here, and we're going against Surtur. We'll use GSTG's Shiva Dragon with some skill delay resist. Okay, we get preemptive, we get bound. Not very welcoming here. Now we get a little more time extensions on this team, which is something I'm a little more used to. You'll see hopefully the combo count go up. Right, we got Wangren here. Actually, I guess I cut the only bind clear I had on the team, so that wasn't too good. That was Yamato Takaru has a bind clear if you connect the hearts. So here he's going to hit just very small, and then he's actually going to make some fire orbs for me. That's why I didn't really attack him there. His next attack is 2,000, so I could get more fire orbs if needed. Let's go ahead and there we go, a row with a TPA. And Erd is still kind of sitting on the sideline. I'm sure she's chomping at the bit to get in and get things going. Okay, so in this case, since as I noted a moment ago, we do not have a bind clear, we will need to burst right through in one turn, or we're going to get bound, as you saw in the last stage we just did. Ooh, barely got that. I hope that's enough. I was gonna get a few more combos, and I realized um, my second row was not complete. Okay, we're gonna get our leader swapped. All right, fantastic. That'll work just fine. Is there anything else we have to worry about here? Um, Not really. We could have some of our movement time taken away. I want to just kind of generate some orbs so we could do at least a TPA or something, but it looks like we'll be, let's see, we could stall out a little bit here. We could just heal and stall. I don't think there's anything too difficult. We just don't want to hit them under 20%, so let's make a TPA down at the bottom here. Match up. And of course, with that reduced movement time, I wasn't able to get over and do um, the healing that I wanted to. There we go. Just healing up a bit, and we'll get Shiva Dragon back in the pilot seat. Okay. And, alright, just wanted to make sure there's no preemptive. So we've got enough for a TPA there, and we could heal with our hearts here. So that's kind of the focus. There we go. Healing up, attacking. We should be good here. I think we're going to take him out. There we go. Excellent. Okay. So he has a half shield against fire, but we have a half boost. So oh, that's definitely something I wasn't considering, that we're going to transform all of our hearts away. I forgot that he transforms hearts. Doesn't really matter in the end though, because there's a heck of a large burst there. So there goes Surtur. Get us a nice flampy. Excellent, excellent. I think we'll make it. There's not too many hours left of the challenge Ascended here. We're kind of cutting it close. Okay, the plan here, this is Hell, which I was thinking of farming, but then what's it called? That red jammer guy was just too tempting. I'm so interested in these jammers here. Kai Wen with a nice Uria team. I'm going to try and tackle Hell with Uria here. Yeah, we're looking good. I think that is exactly how we want to roll out here. And we have some defensive latents and some time extend latents. Let's hop right in. Okay, we get a blinded board. Look at the board, look at the board. I'm trying to think if... Okay, there was some... Okay. So let's go ahead and go here, 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 there. Excellent. That's a pretty good way to start. We match 5 to get a partial multiplier with a match of hearts, and then we skyfold another match of hearts. So, pretty good. Okay, we're dealing with a bit of a bind and some uh, skill delay here, unfortunately. And we have, I know this guy hits decently hard. We only have, okay, we can make a TPA in one match. So why don't we go ahead and try and do that. Okay, I apparently did not put together my TPA properly. Bit of a bummer, but that allows us now to make a row with a match, which will be a much better attack. And we could go ahead and get some non-light orbs transformed into hearts. So just to confirm, okay. There we go. Heal up and attack all at once. So we're going to move on. We've got the, I forget what this one's called. It's the Holy Dragon, Tornado Holy Dragon. And we get a countdown, and then he will attack. So we can just kind of clear stuff off. Um, yeah, that's fine. Just trying to generate a few orbs here. We know that we get a good amount of time to get this kind of done, so we're not in a rush. Oop, let's do that. There we go. We're not generating too many light orbs, unfortunately. Our heart skyfall is kind of taken over on that. So I think we're going to use an active just to be safe here. We've got, what, a few stages left after this. Yeah, we should be okay. Let me think here. We go dark to light with Dash. Wow, I hope I got that right. And it's fire to heart. Did I do it right? Excellent. Okay. There we go. That will most definitely take out the Tornado Holy Dragon. Oh, we get healed up by Idun and Idunna. Very nice. Looks like we can get right into attacking. We have enough lights and enough hearts to make one match. And this Uria's back up in 2 turns. So if we were to go ahead and do that, we will be golden. I think I'm going to make my row down on the bottom there. I'm going to use this heart to move and kind of scoop on through. Then as I come back around, I'm going to go right here to flatten out the 2 lights there and just kind of cycle them down. So I lay them flat. Then I'll put some hearts on the side here and some on the side there and just kind of match up otherwise. There we go. Some serious sky falls there. I think we're going to burst right on through. And we do. Alright, we have to deal with a poison skyfall for 10 turns, but it's a 5%, so you really don't get that many. And we can, if we get hit, we are dead. Damn guy. So let's go ahead, we'll make a row, we'll make a heart match, and we'll see if that's enough to do it. Otherwise, we'll have to use a skill, because his attack is actually pretty big. Hey, leaving a nice vertical 2 stack gets us the skyfall we want. We get a heart on our 2 hearts, and we go right on through. Alrighty, so we tank that hit. When is this guy going to be up? Taking forever. So we're just going to go ahead and write over that. We still have our active Skyfall, so we're not going to overwrite it because we have plenty of hearts on the board already. We'll make a row at the bottom and a TP at the top and some hearts in the middle. There we go. Heal right up. Doing double damage on that, and that will one-shot hell. Excellent. Very nice, very nice. Oh, we're filled up. Alright, give me a moment. I'm going to clear out, and we'll be back to tackle the 99 stamina. Okay, guys, we are all set and back for what will hopefully be the final two stages here. So, the next one we're taking on is the Devil's Domain, which is the Devil Rush. And I thought we'd go after it with a Woken Ra. I haven't really used a Woken Ra in any of the tougher dungeons. I've actually only used him a few times ever. But since I do use Raw Dragon quite often, I thought I'd be able to pull it off. So let's see what we could do here. There's quite a few times where you need to really either heal up well or be able to one-shot guys. So let's see what we could do. We have 2 turns here. We've got a board we could activate on. We've got our fire orbs kind of spread apart. I'd imagine it would be good if we hit a TPA. I don't know. What do we have? 2.5 million to deal with for damage. I would imagine that we want to use an active here just to get up to our full multiplier. So the Awoken Egyptians, you use an active skill in order to boost up their attack. After studying the board, I think we're going to go here, push that on out. Definitely not a great looking move with only 5 combos. Let's see. Okay, we do the damage needed because we used that full boost, but now, of course, we're dealing with this guy here. So let's see. He's going to hit for 5,000 and make some poison, but his default attack is 21,000. So we really rather not stick around and see what he's got planned. So we'll just go ahead and do this. Let's see. And again, he has even less hit points than the last guy. Really not too high there. So we can just make sure to... we can just do this. That will definitely take him out, although... by not clearing out all the light and dark, we're left with no blue orbs. And we're going to be facing Mephistopheles now. Okay, we'll get hit for 9,000 and we'll get the board darkened. Let's see, maybe we'll get super lucky and we can Skyfall us some blue orbs. No dice. Nope, can't activate. Okay, the next attack is going to be 12,000. So let's heal up a bit, and again, we can kind of hope for a blue Skyfall. We'll go ahead and let's see. Oh yeah, we can deal with a bind, so we don't want to use Isis here. I guess we can use... we'll use nothing. We'll use nothing because we don't have a board we can activate on. So we don't want to use an active, just kind of hoping that we're going to get a Skyfall that's going to help us out here. We'll just heal up, hang out. Okay, here we go. So now we've got something we could activate on. We could go ahead, we'll use a raw active. Of course, whenever you bring true damage, you never find the fatty fats. Okay, I'm just gonna move left to right. I think I'm gonna actually try and use some vertical matching. Um, it's just a little easier to make TPAs when you include a bit of vertical matching, I find at least. There we go. Heal up a bit. Heal up a decent amount. I should definitely take him out with our TPAs there. So of course light Kali is giving us our light TPAs, dark Kali is giving the dark TPAs. And once again here we want to, let's see, we have 2 binds and then a world ends. We can't activate here. We could try and clear off some poisons and just hope for a better board next time. Then again, we don't really want to deal with anyone getting bound. Yeah, we're just going to play it safe here. We're going to heal, or rather clear poisons, heal up, get rid of some of the orbs we got a bunch of. Of course, we just get a bunch more poisons. Let's see, can we activate? The $1,000,000 question, and we can. Okay, it looks like we're not dealing with any more. Well, I guess technically we could have a light Kali bound, but we do have 2 board changers. So we're going to go ahead and use the Isis active to boost up our attack. I'm going to try and make a light TPA here as we activate. Couldn't get to that light TPA. Needed a diagonal there at the last second, didn't quite make it. And that's the result. Okay. How are we doing here? Alright, that's good. We're up in 1 turn there, so I think we will go ahead and yeah, I guess let's use a light Kali active here. Let's hope that's not a mistake. I only say that because we know that Beelzebub does full board changes that you have to deal with. There we go. Do we have a good, well, it doesn't matter. I was going to say, do we have a good board we could activate on, but we're about to get them all changed into poison. Okay, now his next move is an attack of 20,000. So we're going to have to use Dark Kali, because we're going to have to heal up here. Okay. Board's a bit jumbled here. We've got our heart spread out, we've got our fire spread out. So I'm considering using a raw active. How's our other raw active coming along? 3 turns. Okay, let's go ahead and do that because obviously we do not want to waste this active. So to give us maximal movement time, we'll go ahead and burn that. Trying to decide the best way to attack this. I'm going to move with a blue. We've got a bunch of blue there. I'm gonna flip around these green here. I'm gonna move with this blue. Flip around the green, then I'm going to pack it into here. I'll then go ahead and pull down these hearts, pack them here. Then I'll have to move a red on over to here and then try and get some TPAs with light and dark. That is the current plan. Let's hope that works. Okay, well, we got a light TPA, not a dark TPA, but hopefully we'll do some decent damage. And there we go. We one-shot Beelzebub. We had some actives in the bank. We are healed up for the next move. Did pretty well. I could see why Awoken Ra was the top dog for quite a while in this game. Okay, that means we are on to our final one, the Queen's Banquet. We're going to have to use a stone. Hopefully we get it right on back. And for this we're going to go with the tried and true Raw Dragon. We'll use GSTG's Raw Dragon just because we have to survive that Divine Queen Hera's preempt, which is the last stage with a 31,000 preempt. So you want to make sure that we can do that. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is not be able to activate. Okay, good news is that she will try to bind Isis, and I've got news for her that will not be successful. So we can go ahead and match everything up and get us our 9x multiplier. Oop. And she'll waste her turn trying to bind Isis. Excellent. Okay, how are we looking? Good, we can activate now. We want to make sure we get her under 25% if we don't one-shot her here. So we want to do one or the other, that's for sure. And we have to be aware that the wood orbs are kind of far apart here. So I'm going to try and just do my matching from the top down. And I will move with a heart orb. Since we have a bunch of them, we don't have to worry about matching the one I'm holding, which kind of helps out. I'm just going to go straight for matches here. I'm not going to try and make any TPAs, since you have to deal with the fact that things are spread out anyways. What was I thinking there? Okay, we got quite a few Skyfalls to save us there. All I needed was the one water, but that will most definitely do the damage needed here. Okay, so Indra is going to get bound on the first turn. And since we can't one-shot, he will be getting bound, but that's okay. We can unbind him if needed. I mean, he's not needed to activate, which is why this team is so great. Everyone that is needed to activate is unbindable. Alright, we can only do a 9x attack again, but that should not be a problem. Especially if we put in a TPA, which I think we will. Oops, did not move over that red in time. Alright, what's the bad news? Oh, more attempts at binding? Well, alrighty. Let's try and not mess it up this time. Did we get everything? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I mean, we didn't have the wood orbs to match. I think we'll be just fine. Okay, we're either going to have Hera or Fatty Fat McFatterton. And the winner is Hera. Okay, she's got 2 million hit points. She'll make some jammers. And she get hit for decently hard. 18,000. Okay, we can activate here. Things are a little spread out, but that's okay. It's going to take a little fast movement. Oh, things are real spread out. Jeez. Let's deal with dark, heart, and wood. So, let's see what we could do here. I think I might actually use a dark to move. I'll use this top guy and come through, then over, then go down and around, and then put these blue against the wall that way. I can pull over the wood, work down the heart, and then hopefully get to the dark as well and just wrap the whole thing up in one turn. Whew, took a little fast moving at the end. Wasn't able to set up anything too pretty as far as TPAs or high combos. But we got it. We got some Skyfalls, and we are looking good. Okay. I think actually I could survive the Divine Queen Hera preempt with just an Isis shield. I think I set up this team to do that. But at the same time, I don't want to test that theory. And also I can survive here. I'd rather not survive. What I meant to say was I could actually uh, kill Hera Bjork. Oh, so I didn't match my dark. Using the 9x attack and leaving out the light, but she will, she has her Jupiter Genesis, so I just kind of don't want to mess with that. So we're going to hang out here. Gonna hang out, guys. Alrighty. We're gonna make sure and heal right up. Do that before we do anything else. Sometimes I like to just keep her nice and full because she does all of her nasty stuff under 50%. So we're just hanging out here. We can't just, match up one little thing at a time because we do need to clear enough to generate some heart orbs, or we'll be forced to use some shields or actives or whatever it might be. That's good. We'll get healed up. Ah, see, didn't really want to do that. That she messes with the board, and um, I just don't want to get hit with the Jupiter Genesis. That is for sure. Good, good. Getting healed up. The only good thing about pushing her past this threshold is that now even if she heals up, she will be still dark element. So when you actually do get to hit her, she'll be hit down really easily because now we have elemental advantage. I don't really have any hard orbs there, but I think we're okay. We can take 2 hits in a row. Right, right. Yeah. There we go. Clear off a bunch of orbs. Generate the hearts we need. Alright, and she is finally done. Of course, we don't have a board we could activate on right now, but that's okay. We've been this patient so far, so let's just kind of hang out. I just want to get rid of everything. I'll give us a little 9x attack, and we can kill her now. Ah! She had to go and do that. That's okay. There we go. In case we get a red skyfall, we'll be ready to go. No dice on that. All right, we're going to we're going to go in with a TPA here. We went with a light and dark TPA just to see if we could wrap this up. Nope, we get Jupiter Genesis. Thankfully, our latents save us, and we are not facing a preempt next floor, so we are good to go. Um, ooh, unmatched my lights. That might come back to haunt me. Whew. Alrighty. We get a little skill bind. She'll put up a status shield. Do a whole bunch of crap that we're really not too interested in. So what we're gonna do is this and this and the board actually looks pretty good. So I'm gonna play it as it is and count on my ability to not screw it up. As in not use a raw dragon act. You know what? We're just gonna one shot the next stage anyway, so we'll use a raw dragon active. Why not? The idea here, let's see, it's just 3 million hit points. So we do not have to use a TPA. So I'm going to use this guy here. I'm going to flip these around by circling clockwise twice. Then I'll lay the wood on top of it. Then I'm going to shoot on over and flatten these guys out. I'll pull them on down. I guess after that, probably the hearts, and then we'll deal with fire and water. We're good, and we're gonna have plenty of time to do it. Ooh, got that kind of last second. Sometimes I get a little lost in my combos. I forget what I've done and what I haven't done. But that will definitely take out Hera solo and onto Divine Queen Hera. And of course, with that shield up, she's not doing much damage. Looks like we don't even have to use an active to take her out here, so that's great. We will go ahead and actually, to be honest, the way the board sits, it makes sense to start at the top with the red here. We'll go ahead and go through, and then we will flip this around to put that red at the bottom. Pull down the green so we're sure we get it. We should be just fine here. Ooh, I was gonna try and go and make a dark TPA. Thankfully I didn't, because I would have undone the that combo, because it was right at the end. There we go, guys. There's Divine Queen Hera going down. And that will also get us our stone back. Sometimes you gotta invest stones to make stones. There it is, guys. Excellent, excellent. Actually, that's good, because I need a Divine Queen Hera to make my Hera and Zeus Ultimate Evolution. Alright, with 6 hours to go, we have cleared the Descended Challenge. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for joining me. A few rough runs. Definitely started off a little rough with Kana, and you can see the difference it makes when you get some time extends and you can match up the majority of the board. I think we have our nice challenge dungeons here. I'm not going to hop in and do any of these right now, but towards the top of them, it looks like they're all the 3 battle ones here. So I'm going to see how we do, and that's probably going to be our next video series, guys. I'll see if I can do those live, or if not, at least record them and talk you guys through them. Hopefully you guys made it through the challenge series as well, the Descended challenge, that is. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. Some rough runs. I used some teams I wasn't super familiar with, and it kind of caught up with me a bit. But overall, pretty good, and yeah, that's it. We'll go for the challenge dungeons next, and you'll see me next time.